Did you know that you can make your own butter at home? Today I'm going to show you how. It is so easy, and once you know how to do it, you will never want to go back to store-bought because it's so much creamier and it has a richer flavor. So the first thing you need to do is pick up some cream. I get raw cream from a local farm where I get my milk, but you can use heavy whipping cream from the store. The only difference is the fat content. Cream from the farm that's raw milk is going to have a higher fat content, more than 30%, closer to 40%, whereas what you're getting at the store is going to be 25%. So you probably won't be able to make as much butter with your heavy whipping cream. You'll get more buttermilk from it, but it still will make butter. So pick it up and try it. Don't let that deter you if you don't have a local farm to get raw cream from. So all I'm doing is using my food processor. If you don't have one, you can use your KitchenAid mixer or a hand mixer to do this. You're just going to pour in a quart of cream into your processor or your KitchenAid mixer and put it on high. I recommend using room temperature cream to do this. It will not be as hard on your machine and it will just go a lot quicker. So once you've pulsed that up, you'll see that it separates from the buttermilk, and you're going to want to strain the buttermilk out of your butter into a bowl. You can save it to make buttermilk biscuits or pancakes or even make a brine for some chicken, but make sure you get all that buttermilk out of your butter because it will kind of make your butter a weird consistency, kind of like gritty, and it'll make it go rancid. So you need to get it all out of there. You can see I'm just pressing it out of my butter, pressing it through the strainer here. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash it under really cold water. Some people will tell you you don't need to wash it, and that's true. Like if you're going to use it right away, then it's not a huge deal if you don't wash it. But if you want it to last a long time, if you want it to set out on your counter, for example, or you want to put it in the fridge for a while, you're not going to use it right away, you need to wash it and get all of that buttermilk out. Just wait for the water to run clear and you know all the buttermilk has come out of your butter. Then you're just going to salt your butter really well, press the salt into it, knead it like dough, work the salt really well in there. That also helps preserve it and also gives it some flavor. And so I'm just using Redmond's real salt. That's my favorite brand. You can use sea salt, you can use iodized salt, whatever you have. Next thing that you need to do is shape your butter. So there's lots of different ways you can do this. I like using butter paddles, just old-fashioned, and it's fun. I just shape them into sticks, and I use a store-bought butter stick that I have to compare the stick I've made with that to make sure it's the right size. That way when I'm baking and I know I need a half cup of butter, I know my stick is exactly a half a cup because I've compared it to a store-bought stick of butter. You can buy molds to press your butter into off of Amazon, silicone molds. There's lots of ways you can do this, so whatever you're comfortable with. And then I just wrap mine up into unbleached parchment paper and I store it in the freezer and pull it out as needed or in the fridge